Oh my gosh, I remember seeing them get
It's okay.
That was so fun. Oh, I remember who else was there.
I had those little tears. Here we go. I guess there's
Good evening and welcome to the 2023 award ceremony for Connecting Arts Through Service. Excuse me. Students, I congratulate you on your work and thank you for your continued efforts in making not only our campus community a better place, but for all that you do in improving the world around you. It wasn't so long ago when educators aspired to promote the 4 R's of reading, writing, arithmetic, and religion. And I know they aren't supposed to be beginning with R's, as we have an English teacher on stage with us today. So today, I'm so pleased to say that nationally, the academic community has evolved considerably as we now promote the 4 C's of care, commitment, competence, and citizenship. Those are the themes of service learning. They are the themes that are central to schools on all levels, and they are clearly in line with the institutional mission of the Governor's School for being a resource to the state of South Carolina. Whether a curricular or a co-curricular component of the academic experience, there's no doubt that service learning is valuable, and it is a very valuable tool used to orient students in creating meaningful lives in an increasingly more complex world that is ever changing. Through service learning, we've developed not only groups of educators, but groups of students who are compassionate and passionate about the condition of others and about preserving our environment. We've developed students who act with commitment to the most vulnerable members of society, students who are competent in what they know and who are active citizens in their communities at the state and the national level. Data reflects that students who are engaged in high-impact experiential learning practices such as mentored research and service learning, they excel academically, and in turn, they will excel professionally. One of my goals is to continually foster a campus culture of service, and I'm committed to invest in further developing a more dynamic culture of service and in the resources that support that. Through this framework of education, training, reflection, and student voice, it is my hope that the relationships of trust, cooperation, and collaboration are developed, maintained, and strengthened for the continuous improvement of our campus and for the greater Greenville community. I've been very honored to watch and participate in what I've called a great transformation of our campus this year as we embraced our annual theme of many paths, one community, Govy unity. Without question, the students honored this evening. You are absolutely at the heart of making our theme a reality for the campus, and I thank you for those efforts in leading the way all year long. Mr. Robinson, Ms. Quadrado Andino, and Ms. Baker, thank you for your commitment to C.A.T.S and to the Governor's School as a whole. Your leadership is evident through the success of this very fine student organization. Students, I congratulate you on your accomplishments, and I look forward to the continued work of C.A.T.S on our campus. Again, to everyone here this evening, I welcome you, and I thank you for taking the time to share a moment with us on this very worthwhile occasion. Thank you.
All right, welcome everybody. For those of you joining us on campus tonight and for those of you joining us online tonight, my name is Jeff Robinson. I coordinate our service learning activities and I advise students in connecting arts through service throughout the school year. I'd like to take a moment to recognize some distinguished guests that are joining us tonight. Dr. Adderley, who you just heard from, President of the Governor's School, Dr. Jennifer Thomas, Dean and Vice President of Arts and Academics, Carol Baker, Director of Outreach and Community Engagement, and our executive team, Brooke Turner, Laney Kefauver, and Aaron Semple. It's no secret that we have exceptional students here at the Governor's School, but C.A.T.S students deserve an extra bit of recognition because they choose to participate in community service on top of all the other commitments they have as students and artists. I'd like to invite Aaron, one of our executive council members, to the podium to tell you a little bit more about what C.A.T.S does.
Hi, I'm Erin Semple, and Connecting Arts Through Service, or C.A.T.S, is the Governor's School's service leading organization, and students in C.A.T.S are encouraged to pursue their own personal and artistic interests in connection with service opportunities throughout the year. And through these service opportunities, we learn and connect with our larger community, both back at home and here in Greenville. And I'm really happy to report this year that students in C.A.T.S completed over 700 combined hours of service, which is a lot. So good job. Today we'd like to recognize all the students who finished the year in good standing, who both met the minimum requirement for meeting attendance, and everybody who met the service hours requirement as well as a few other students that went above and beyond in these requirements. And at this time, I'll invite Dr. Thomas to the podium to read the names of these numbers. And everybody, when your name is called, please come up to the stage to receive your certificate and then return to your seat. And we'll all take a group picture at the end of the ceremony.
So, the following students have demonstrated exceptional commitment to service learning by successfully completing all the requirements to be a member in good standing, completing at least 10 hours of service this school year. Ava Beasley, Hannah Brush, Anna Chen, Veronica Cooker, Emily Cox, Paige Dayton, Mackenzie Foster, Sophie Kutcher, Clara Lanning, Grace Liu, Addie McClure, Kira Picardo, y'all be careful on the stairs, Keegan Prickett, Lily Reese, Anna Sherfinsky, Natalie Seville, Logan Stevens, Sarah Swoop, Morgan Trahan, and Kate Wells. So the following students, in addition to completing their requirements to be a member in good standing, completed at least 15 hours of service this school year. Their efforts are being recognized with the addition of a silver seal on their certificate. Voila. Who is right? Kira Blanthorne, Dermody. Sorry. Tony Hodges. Christy Hudson. Jane Lawrence. Lainey Kefauver. Aubrey Kidd. Addison Moore. Adelaide Moore. And Annie Rogers. The following students, in addition to completing their requirements to be a member in good standing, completed at least 20 hours of service this school year. Their efforts are being recognized with the addition of a gold seal on their certificates. Alex Coley. Nolan Curley. Alexia Liu. Aaron Simple. And Brooke Turner. Thank you and congratulations to all of you, and thank you for all that you've done in the community. It really is significant, so thank you and congratulations. I'll turn this over to Lainey.
Hi, my name is Lainey Kefauver, and I'm a member of the Executive Council. Some C.A.T.S students choose to go above and beyond in their service commitment and actually take on what we refer to as an iPart project. These students plan a service project or activity from start to finish, go through a cycle of investigation, planning, action, reflection, and demonstration, which you'll see a few examples in a few moments. And a few members and I would like to share our projects with you and tell you a bit about what we learned about service this year. For the past 2 years, Brooke and I have led the Salvation Army's Christmas kettlebell activity through C.A.T.S, and it is always a very rewarding experience. We first volunteered to take on this task last year, and the process was fairly simple. First, we started by emailing Miss Clement, which was who's in charge of the Salvation Army, and we told her that C.A.T.S was interested in doing bell ringing downtown. She agreed, and we communicated time and date details with her leading up to the event. Then we collected more volunteers and C.A.T.S who wanted to participate in the project, and the day of, Ms. Clement brought the bells, Salvation Army aprons, and the bucket for donations, and we met her downtown. Then we sang Christmas songs and danced while ringing the bells and collected donations for the Salvation Army as the day went on, which was very, very fun. And overall, it was a very fulfilling experience to be able to put a smile on people's faces while also doing something beneficial for the community. And now we look forward to doing it every year. Thank you.
I'm Christy Hudson, and this year I did the Tiger River project. So what it is we partnered with the Tiger River Foundation to help clean up a part of one of the parts of the rivers, specifically the Tiger Berry Landing. And so the Tiger River Foundation is a nonprofit organization centered in Spartanburg, South Carolina, but specifically focuses on upstate and not only restoring parts of the environment that have been destroyed by waste, but also preserving parts that haven't been touched yet. So the process was fairly straightforward for the most part. This is the general timeline, and you can see that it did in fact take the entire year to do. And then this is the planning part. So the first step was to get permission from both the school, Mr. Robinson, and the foundation to actually do this project, which was very, very easy. The second step was the longest and the most difficult. It was very hard for us to find anyone to drive us to the location because it was about 20-ish minutes away, so we couldn't walk there. And any days that we chose, Mr. Robinson couldn't drive us to. So luckily, Bill Smith stepped in and we were able to get a driver. The third step was finding a date. Since by this point it was March and the end of the year was nearing, scheduling became a very big issue, specifically with Bill's schedule versus mine. And also the weather, who did not agree with any of our schedules. And eventually we just went ahead and did it in the rain. And then finally it was the volunteers. Mr. Robinson reached out to the volunteers for me, and 14 responded. On the actual day of service, 6 were able to show up due to scheduling issues. Obviously our chaperone was Bill Smith, and in total we completed 5 hours of service. Here are some pictures of us cleaning up the Tiger Berry Landing. There was a lot of fish wire, like fishing wire, which isn't good for like anyone. So, and then like a bunch of hooks. We found like over 30 hooks. And then the most notable, however, okay, it's not going forward. Oh, there we go. The most notable is that we found several tires, the entire front of a car, a Yoo-Hoo from the 80s, an original one, still full of milk, and a bicycle that was unfortunately not functional. Looking back on it, so environmental science and basically being able to help the environment is one of my biggest passions. So being able to lead this project was really gratifying for me, especially considering that there was no river cleanup this year. So we didn't have an opportunity to do so otherwise, and it was just really nice to see how much trash we were able to find in 4 hours. And then also being able to kind of understand the more business side of planning and leading a group activity. Because from my end, as someone who hasn't really led a service activity before, it was only you show up at this day and maybe have a waiver sign. But this required a lot more planning, a lot more research, and a lot more scheduling than I was expecting. So it was really nice to be able to learn through that opportunity. And here's a picture of all of us. Yay.
This worked in my office. Okay, all right, come on. Oh, there you go.
Okay, so this is the time lapse of us doing the project, but Tegan and I and a couple other girls, we organized and did a service project for the Greenville Humane Society. And basically what we did was we made dog treats for the dogs there, and it was pretty simple. All we did was we went on their website and they have a whole like list of toys and treats that you can make, and like the ingredients that go into it or the instructions for it, and how many hours they'll give you for amount of treats or toys.
So we just went and found this recipe for these like peanut butter pumpkin bowl things.
So yeah, it was I'm lucky enough to live in Greenville, so we were able to go to Walmart and pick up all the ingredients, which it was really cheap. On like as they said on their website, they have a list of a bunch of different DIY projects, food, and also like a bunch of toys you can make for the cats and dogs. And so basically we just went on there, found what we needed, and took measurements and made about 100 peanut butter balls, because you get for every 20 you make, you get 2 hours. So we each got 2 hours from that, and you just bring them to the Humane Society, and you label the bags of the peanut butter balls, or that's the DIY project we did. What ingredients that are in them, and you can kind of spice it up. You can kind of put whatever you want in them, as long as it's safe for the dogs to eat. And then, yeah, you bring them to the Humane Society, and we got to pet the dogs and everything after. So it was all around a very good experience. I highly recommend.
Hello, I'm Grace Luby. This is a project I did in my hometown. I learned about, there's a community, just kind of charity group in my hometown, F3. I learned about it because my dad's a pretty important guy in it. It's a group of entirely dads who are just looking to, sometimes they do like crazy workouts at 5 in the morning, sometimes they're helping the community, and I noticed, like, you know, there are people who are looking to make a change, but you know, they're busy people, they all have lives, so sometimes they just want to work but don't know where to go. And our community, I helped design a website, just Sign Up Genius, for our community care center, where I made it, like I just set it up, made it really easy. It gives all the information, where it is, passcode, everything, and then I didn't get it in the photo, but below is just a list of signups for every date. So once a Sunday, people can just sign up, go. It's a 2-hour thing, and I think that, you know, as we all know, because we've all signed up for stuff for the hours, it's kind of easy to be like, okay, here's the email, I have to be at this place this time, it's gonna take 3 hours, totally okay. But to go out and find those service opportunities is a lot harder, and I really am happy with how this website will work, because that means for the coming year, who knows, as long as I keep updating it every month, that means that you know, all these dads will find a good way to help take care of their community in a way, because they know that they want to, but they don't always know how they can work. So I was able to show them a way to.
Hey guys, my name is Alex. Unfortunately, the other person who's going to speak with me can't be here right now, but I'm going to tell you guys about our Santa drive. So what we did back in December, we partnered with Mental Health America, and we ran a collection drive for toothpaste and toothbrushes specifically, but they do a lot of other stuff. We focused on those 2 items. For us, we really wanted to include our arts areas in the project, so we made a lot of really cool posters and hung them up around the school, just to, you know, kind of bring attention to it. It wasn't a super community interactive project, but what we did really helped a lot of people. We collected over 200 items, and it went back into the community. It was a really fantastic project. Probably the hardest part was the deadline. It was super, super tight because we had to get it done before Christmas, but then we also had to give people time to go collect these goods, because we all live on campus, and we thought, okay, the best time for you guys to go get things is, over break, and we had a break coming up right then, and we started, and then there was a break, and then we had to get everything in. It was like super tight, but it was super fun, and it was it taught us a lot, because we had to learn how to work on a tight schedule, how to coordinate with a bunch of other people, and really just how to run one of these community service projects. Obviously ours was, less intense than other people did, but it was a really rewarding experience overall, and all of us are like 100% would do it again. So, very worthwhile experience. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Brooke, and back in March, C.A.T.S members participated in a day of service with 3 different organizations in the Greenville area: Recraft, Pickens County Humane Society, and Annie's House. These organizations were chosen based on student interest, and each group got to experience service in a unique area. When we returned to campus, we reflected on our experience within our group and demonstrated what we learned using an art area of our choice. Some of these demonstrations, as well as photos, can be seen on display in the hallway tonight, if you want to check those out. Thank you.
Thank you to everyone for your exceptional commitment to service and for an outstanding job this year. We'd now like to recognize our graduating seniors. Seniors are receiving a Connecting Arts Through Service pin to wear at graduation, and to recognize their service learning commitment during their time at the Governor's School. I'll invite Dr. Thomas back to the podium to read those names. Seniors, please come to the stage to receive your pin, and then stand down in front of the stage, or at the front of the stage, until all the names are called so we can get a picture of seniors. And I also would like to add, if your name is not called because I missed you as a senior, please come up to the stage at the end of it. Okay, I think that I got everybody, but you know how it is. I don't see you guys every day, and I want to make sure nobody gets left out.
Kira Blanthorn. Christy Hudson. Nolan Curley. Grace Luby. Abigail Nelson. And Logan Stevens.
Yeah, let's take a photo.
Okay.
You will be
Me in it?
Would you guys mind moving back? Your faces are very shadowed, but I know that we can have the projector. Is there any way we can turn the projector off?
Yeah, I'll shutter it.
Okay, that'd be great. Dr. Adderley,
Is
can
that
you
black?
also use this picture? There we go. Okay, y'all just get together a little bit and then, thank you. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Okay, got it, thank you.
All right. Congratulations, seniors, and thank you for your commitment to C.A.T.S. You will be missed. Best of luck in your future endeavors. Finally, we'd like to recognize the C.A.T.S. student who recorded the most service hours this school year far exceeding the minimum requirement as a member. Now, our recipient this year is not in attendance tonight, but I still want to make sure that she gets recognized. So the recipient of the 2022-2023 Exceptional Service Award is Lex Luke. Congratulations again to all of our CAT students for a fantastic year serving your community. You should be very proud of yourselves. Thank you especially for the members of the Executive Council, Aaron, Laney, and Brooke, for your help and for serving as fantastic liaisons between myself and all the other members. I'd also like to recognize our incoming Executive Council members, Jane Lawrence and Addison Moore, who will be joining these two who are also returning next year. So we're growing a little bit. And that's all that we have for tonight. So thank you everybody for being here.